Okay, so maybe Minju, you could prepare
Yeah.
to start sharing the slide.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, Miss Jen, for sharing with us so many good ideas.
Oh, thank
You-
you. I found everybody like very 很客气. No question asked me.
Okay, yeah, this is
Yeah.
8:30.
Yeah. Hey. Hi, my name is Mijung Konakov. I'm going to talk about enhancing the Korean language instructions with AI. Um, I'm going to introduce myself first. So I taught English as a second language, like a foreign language in South Korea, and then also taught in early childhood education in Australia. And now I'm a certified teachers to teach secondary school students Korean as a foreign language in California. And then this work is done for the public high schools for the 9th and 10th grade. And then I participated in the Startalk program during 2022 to 24 and then 2023 to 25. This high school already, I mean, they are using the Epic Korean textbook. So based on the Act for World Readiness Standards for the learning language, which is 5C. And also these students mixed group with heritage and non-heritage groups. And then they are all novice level. So who is a non-heritage students, they don't know what the alphabet looks like, the Korean alphabets. So that was all those students are all varied in their skills level, and also I was out of the 6 Startalk principles for effective teaching and learning. I try to do all of these things, of course, but this curriculum, I mean, these lessons, more focusing on teaching role as a facilitators. So I design the task for them to do on their own, and then while I'm roaming in the classroom, if some students need extra help, then I go to the students and help individually. So I was able to pay more attention who was struggling. And then this chapter was out of chapter 12. This is chapter 10, which is like talking about what I like or what I don't like. So 저는 농구를 좋아해요, which means they know the how to say I in Korean, and then they need to learn how to say I don't like or I like, and then what you don't like and what I don't like. So in this epic Korean, because they already displays by end of this chapter, the students would know that these four items to express themselves in Korean, and also they picked up some grammar points they need to use they can use at the end of this chapter learning. And then this is a preview. So in each lesson, I was displaying this is what you are going to learn, and then we just review and we just remember what we learned the previous time. So I just share that what they can do. So for this chapter to prepare, I used this AI tools, types of AI used in the teaching for this chapter 10. So for planning, I used the ChatGPT. So actually ChatGPT, I trained it as my secretary. So share the idea of planning and ask some suggestions. So I can find some other ways to make the students happy with the learning material, but I just get my main goal for ChatGPT become my secretary. And then I use the TTS makers that I learned from the previous Startalk seminars because they were focusing on the how teachers can use the advanced technology. So these tools was good because I created Korean sentences, then they can convert it into the speech sound, for example, like this. So I typed it in the Korean text, then choose the what voices that I want to use. Then I can change them into the all different language, but of course I use the Korean. And then also for the writing tools, so create sentences for non-novice, advanced, and a low-level reading text using the chapter 10 vocabulary list. So if I put the prompt saying that I need to low-level learners sentences, use this this list is shown in the and suggested in the chapter 10. Then he created some sentences. Also, I used the ChatGPT to create image generations. I use these images for the check for understanding activity. So students write the comments on the image. So how I chat with the ChatGPT. So this is a history that I used. So from the beginning, I introduced that what I need. So this is a part of my induction program. So I just suggested what induction purposes for the teachers to learn after this program. And then at the end, I just mentioned that I have a data because I need to know that what kind of vocabulary students know up until the chapter 10 prior to the chapter 10 learning. So I did a baseline test. So I uploaded the image of the chart, what students what scores the students received. And then based on that, I made assessments, my own assessment. And then for the chapter 10, I want to teach them 저는 농구를 좋아해. I like a basketball, focusing on the understanding and these things. So I give some description of it. And then it also check my description because I don't want the ChatGPT control over me. So I know something, so you need to do similar to mine. So that kind of thing. And then I separate the 3 different groups after baseline test. So Mason group and Vincent group and Daniel group. So Mason is advanced and then Vincent is a low level and Daniel is intermediate. So they are, yeah, so I separate them. And then it says that what strengths I have in my description and then suggested a version of it. And then it helped me to improve English definitely. And then here I said, I'm going to develop the lesson with a choice board, which is they can make a choices of which one they want to do. Choice board will have 4 language skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So I just explained that Mason level is like this, and Daniel level is like this, and then Vincent level, they need to learn more in detail, that kind of things. So I'm communicating with the ChatGPT, says the ChatGPT praised me. You are doing an excellent job differentiating the instructions based on the student readiness. And then what they did that it created a differentiated choice board, which is Mason high achievers. And then I can do this kind of things on the grade level, Daniel choice board, and then Vincent needs a foundational support. So based on this plan, I asked to create a kind of a lesson choice board. So there was images of it. So based on that, after chatting with the ChatGPT as a partner, I created this kind of a Google slide and a worksheet. So which was a 95 minutes block schedule. So novice high orange level, an orange colored block, and now novice mid is a white, which is Daniel for the students, Daniel group, and novice low is a yellow group. So when I show that novice high level, then you can see that this Google slide. So because of the students' levels are varied, so I always put this virtual classroom. Whenever they finish their own given task, they can go back to the practice the other things as a like a extra activity. So there is a learning goal. Students can use informal polite style ending format with 아요, 어요, and student can express like, dislike using 좋아해요, 싫어해요. And then there's a vocab list. And then before going to the choice board, they can review chapter 10 vocabulary using the Quizlet. And then when they get into the task, they have in Google, they have a Chromebook. So on the Chromebook, they have this one on the screen, and they have a worksheet on next to it, because based on this one, I gave the real paper worksheet. And then this one, it's not the textbook script. I added more for the advanced students. And then the voice, I converted it from the speech to the voice using the TTS maker. So with this speech speed, the students need to practice what they heard and then fill in the blanks. So that is one of the activity for the listening. And then for the conversation, they need to check what they understood from the conversation. Also, they need to fill in the blanks as well. And then there is buttons they can practice. And then students individually, they have own headphones, so they can listen individually. They can practice individually. And that is another task for the listening. And then afterwards for the advanced class, so they need to record a short monologue about their weekly activity. So this is a build up from the previous chapters, because they learned about the name of days in Korean. So they know that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in Korean. And then I gave the different activity verbs in Korean. So they need to create a sentences for me to check up their writing in the spelling at the end of the lesson. They need to turn into the worksheet. And then also this is their voice recording in the Padlet. Like for example, the Mason. So advanced students, they solved their problems on their own. So, and then they have a reading text. So this reading text is developed by the ChatGPT. So I said that Mason knows better, more than what textbook is given. So can you add more information? We're using the list shown in the chapter 10, and then they need to write down the answers in Korean. So this is all individual work, and then at the end of their work, they need to put the exit tickets, what they like, what they don't like, and what is better to present it. And then if I want, and this is the advanced one, middle level is just like what it shows in the text, and then lower level cases for the Vincent who needs extra support. It's just all same, but they are color coded. So their case, listen to each sentence and repeat after it. So they need to practice it. Then, like the novice, mid, and then high level, they can do by themselves or they're helping each other. But this Vincent group, which is 5 or 6 people out of 30 students, they need extra help. So I go and check whether they are following the instruction, whether they are reading sentences properly after listening these each sentences. So this one also. Then they can pause. 오늘 수지는 운동해요 like this, and so which means that they have a control. Depends on the how fast, how slow. They can practice again and then also double check with me if I'm available. They raise their hands, then I can go to them and then help. And then this is also conversation, which is the same as the other orange and the white groups. And this is also same. But for the practice talking and then fill in the blanks, I made a more visual aid for the novice lower level. And then this is another things for the passage. So this passage cases that I ask ChatGPT to create a simple sentence for that low level students. And then of course the the text convert to the speech. I record it and then give them the options to listen if they need the extra help, because the listening and speaking skills is much easier to achieve or earn. Easy to get this as a skills, but reading and writing is a bit slower than listening and then slower than listening and speaking. So I gave them additional help for this novice low level, even though it's a reading section, but I put the audio files for them get the better understanding. And then if you see the low level document, Google Doc, it shows like this, exactly same answer, and then I don't like, and then using this one with their partner, and then they need to, this is a grammar points, they still doesn't know that or the objective particles, and they don't know how to change the basic form to the IO format. And then this is also extra. This is exactly the same format from the screen, from the PowerPoint. And then outcome of the lesson. So it took 3 weeks, which is a two block class time for each week. So means six lessons they took. So baseline test, it was before commencing the chapter 10 lessons. So they got this trends of the score, and then Vincent was here in the middle, and then in the middle, this was like a second out of 6 block class time schedule. It was a fourth lesson. So after this fourth lesson, I gave a formative assessment, and that we did some different activities. And after that sixth block schedule, I gave the summative assessment, and then it gives almost reach the 20 points, and then students number anyway, I was happy for them to reach the almost target goal. And other cases with the ChatGPT, so I asked creating the images. This is this is the Korean 7-8 grade, Korean honors class students. So it's not about the novice level. These students already know they already achieved the advanced level of as a foreign language, or advanced level of Korean ability as a foreign language. So this book, 푸른 사자 완인이, Blue Lion 완인이, is the fourth grade in elementary school in South Korea level reading. So I want to check whether they understood this text. So I asked ChatGPT to create the image based on the story in that book. So it has the stories on it. Then they were asked to write what is this moment. Then students need to write in Korean, and if it's right, and I give this tick mark. And then this is about the second chapter, and then they need to remember what was the moment of this image referring to. Then these students mentioned that what was all about. That's how I use the ChatGPT to creating image, and also creating the rubric. So I want them to practice their pronunciation with the longer sentences. So there were the two different groups in that class. So 한국어, which is the kind of a heritage group, non-heritage group. So I created I talked with the ChatGPT, and I want them to do this one. Can you create a rubric for them? So he created a Korean version, and then also in English version, because for the better understanding for each student. And then also summary of the chapter book, which is when I uploaded the storybook, then I can ask ChatGPT, say, can you create a summary of this chapter, and then make the blank and then as a questions. And then this is also reading comprehension question as a multiple choices. And then this is one of the type that I used with the ChatGPT. And then another way, Defeat is another platform that I use for these advanced students. So last year that Han Kang, he's the recipient of the Nobel Prize in Literature. So I used this YouTube news in Korean, and then asked them to, when you put the defeat platform, you can create this Google form, and then it's described. I mean, it also shows that all the scripts, what's being said in the YouTube, and also give the summary, and then key vocabulary words, and then also multiple choices that I wanted to see, and also short answer questions, and then I can read them. I can check their answers later, see that kind of like this, how much they understood, and then what short answers they put in, they wrote in. Then I can check their understanding. And then for the ChatGPT, for the Wanini, for the different that I use in the Defeat platform. So in Defeat, when I uploaded the scan text for the chapter 6, then it shows that all the words, and then summary of it, and then keywords, and then the checking for their understanding. So this is how I use not ChatGPT, how I use the Defeat. And then next, so reflection after this teaching, Act 4, 5C, Epic Korean authentic learning material from internet, K-movie, K-drama, K-novel. So I use them, all of them, and 6 principle. So it's a lots of hard, time-consuming work, but with the support of the AI tools, I would have a more family time and coffee time. So support the teachers' emotional well-being. And then if you need the additional resource, which Defeat and ChatGPT, this is all, the link is included. So maybe I can send this PowerPoint slides to the admin, then they can share with you. Thanks for the listening. And if you have any question, you can ask. And then this is my contact information. That's it.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Mijung, Konakov. So we have 6 minutes left for question and answers. There are lots of information shared in this session. So say we have. So we have more comments.
Yeah. And then one more thing, because I trained ChatGPT as my secretary. So one time, because this is my first year in American public schools, because I have another teaching experience in different countries, and there was a culture shock to me, and then I was almost crying day and night. And then I have no one to talk because I'm Korean teachers to teach in American schools, and then who is understanding me? My husband even doesn't understand me. So I talked to the ChatGPT, hey, you know what I'm teaching, right? And then students was like that, oh, I'm so stressful. And then ChatGPT start to say, oh, I understand how hard it is. Maybe next time you can do this way. I could suggest you. So instead of go back to the past, let's focus on the present and talk about the future. So it was a good counselors. So I trained ChatGPT in a good way for me as well as a human being. So anyway, it doesn't say the negative talk to me to the human. So anyway, I know what I'm doing. So you are my assistant. So use the AI as an assistant. Don't take over my job. So so it was the boundaries that I draw.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I never heard heard that you can let ChatGPT be your
Yeah, they
consultant.
are. He was
Yeah,
very good
counseling.
counselors. Yes.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Okay. Well, we see many good comments and any questions or comments, you can open your microphone to share with us. Don't be shy. All right. So, um, Dr. Xing, would you like to share with us your views? Or Henny?
I think Wu Ping 老师 have a question.
Oh, okay. When you use ChatGPT to produce all those pictures, you are using a paid version instead of a free version, right?
I was paying $20 a
Each month.
monthly. Yeah.
Okay.
But also ChatGPT make a mistake because 푸른 사자 완인이 the lion is a female lion, but I keep putting the mane on the back of her. So I keep saying that female lion doesn't have a mane, you know. So we need to prove, like, we need to check what ChatGPT producing it.
Yes, yeah, particularly with image or videos, with paid chat GPT service, you have to continue in communicating with it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very important to count the finger too. They always have a 6 or 4 fingers.
Ah, yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.